Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to Persist. If you're watching this video, then you are a participant within the Persist Functional Bodybuilding Program. That program has two tracks to it. You have options within your training to either work out with low equipment or bodyweight workouts. We call that our minimalist track. And then there's a track that will allow you to utilize the full complement of equipment within your functional fitness gym. Most functional fitness gyms and Globo gyms will have sufficient equipment to take full advantage of the full equipment track. Now, where are you going to direct your attention? Are you somebody who likes to train at home? You've got a couple dumbbells, a jump rope, maybe just your body weight, and that's how you prefer to train. You might be going minimalist. Are you somebody that loves the gym? You love to get in there, use all the different equipment, you're back training at your local facility, then maybe you're going to go into the full equipment track. Or maybe you want to do a blend of both. And how I've set up the program, and both of these programs follow a similar structure for 6-week training cycles where there's 5 days a week of training. So on Monday in the minimalist program and Monday in the full equipment program, there's going to be some similarities. In some instances, you'll find that the workouts are almost identical because the minimalist program workout of the day or conditioning piece or some aspect of it fit very nicely into the full equipment version as well. So what you can do is you can say, I'm going to be in the gym 3 days a week, I'm going to be following the full equipment version, but then 1 or 2 days a week I might be at home or I won't be able to make it into the gym, and you can still get effective training and stay consistent within the program. Now, you do not have to blend both programs. You can choose to go one way or the other. What I encourage you to do is always check out what's going on in the adjacent program during any training cycle to see, are there elements of the training that's happening on the other side of the coin that maybe you want to explore, something that might get you out of your routine. Maybe it's, I go to the gym often, I use full equipment, but I haven't really explored a lot of body weight stuff in a while, so maybe I should open up that track and see what's going on in the body weight only version of Persist. One of the questions I get a lot, and this comes from participants that have been with Persist for a long time. Now, Persist is a program that's been around actually for 2 years, and it has been offered as a 3-time-a-week workout program where a lot of gyms and participants around the world have used it to supplement their training. Now, Persist is expanding from 3 days a week into a 5-day-a-week full equipment training program starting this Monday. If you are somebody who's always trained 3 days a week, whether you're one of our participants that has been with us for a long time, or you're coming into the program now, and realistically 5 days a week of training for 60 to 75 minutes isn't going to fit into your schedule, then I don't want you to worry, okay? Following this program in its entirety and getting every single part of it done is not the expectation. My goal with Persist was to provide you with a lot of different training variety. Seeing functional bodybuilding through my lens, how I'm looking at it today. What are the concepts? What are the cutting edge training designs that I'm using within my own training, within clients' training that I want to offer to you so that you can see what functional bodybuilding can look like from so many different perspectives. Now, if you can't get Monday through Saturday training in and finish all the reps and all the sets and all the workouts, don't worry. What I do want to give you is some ideas and some tools on how to pick which days are the best for you in the training cycle. So, the first week of the training cycle, and these are going to be 6-week training cycles for Persist, you'll see in the coaches or the trainer's notes for the day, you'll see an outline of what that day is going to entail. Something unique about my training programs is that functional bodybuilding is progressive. That means there's predictable repetition to how the training is designed. On Monday, we might be squatting, and you can expect to see squatting for the next 6 weeks on Monday. It's always going to be progressing. There's going to be variety, but at least you will know and your body will be prepared to come in on Monday and squat. Now, in the next training cycle that comes 6 weeks from now or 12 weeks from now, that movement pattern might change. So you're not going to be squatting the rest of your life on a Monday if you follow Persist, but it gives you a sense of, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing on Monday. So on week 1 of this training program that you're involved in now, you're going to get insight into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. What am I doing on those days? If you have 3 days to train in a given week, it's useful for you to do one of two things. One, you could say, hey, what's a weakness of mine? Or what's an area that I really enjoy and get excited about training? Oh, look, Marcus is prescribing on Wednesday in this Persist program, this cycle, lots of conditioning. Wednesday's a conditioning focused day. I love conditioning. That's what I really want to be doing. Then choose Wednesday as one of your days to hit every single week if you can't hit all 5. So you can only hit 3 days a week, then Wednesday's one of them. Then maybe you choose a day like Monday where it has a weakness of yours, and then you choose Friday because that looks like something fun that you want to do and that gets you excited as well. That's how maybe you select your 3 days a week and then follow them consistently throughout. Are you missing Tuesday? Are you missing Saturday? Yeah, but that's okay because missing those days is not going to make or break your training. It's not going to make or break your success and your progress. It's still going to give you plenty of variety and a great overall training balance, and you can feel proud about that by getting those 3 days a week in consistently. The other way of approaching this is to say, well, if on week 1 I hit Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then on week 2 I'm going to try and hit Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then on week 3, I'm going to hit Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So every week, you're adding in a different day of the training block that we're in so that you're getting sufficient variety, you're getting balance overall, and by the end of the training cycle, 6 weeks of training, you've really hit a wide variety of training types and you haven't missed, an entire cycle of squatting, for example. Okay. Is this ideal? Is this perfect? No, of course it's not perfect, right? But we're going to make the best of the situation and you're going to get your 3 days a week and you're going to add enough variety, you're going to stick to something in a consistent way. If you're doing 4 days a week, same rules apply. If you're going to get all 5 training sessions in, then you don't need to worry about it. What you might want to worry about is, hey, I'm only going to do 4 workouts in the gym, then I'm going to pick this one to do on the body weight side of Persist. If that's the case, I'm doing 4 in the gym, 1 on the body weight side, then perhaps make that one day that you do body weight, make that the day that you rotate through the week. Maybe some days it's Monday, some days it's Wednesday, some days it's Friday. So you're always getting a little bit of a blend of the full equipment that you're going to be using when you're at the gym. Okay, the last thing that I want to say is, in a given workout, you might find that if you're focused and you get in the gym, and how I anticipate these workouts being, you warm up, you do some strength balance or some absolute strength work, there's maybe some conditioning work, possibly a finisher. If you hit all the pieces of the training, it can be done in 60 minutes. 60 minutes would be somebody who's focused, not distracted, knows their way around the gym, and also already has an understanding of functional bodybuilding principles, how to read tempo, how to read supersets, right? If any one of those things you're lacking and you haven't had a ton of experience or they're still new to you, there's going to be added minutes of trying to figure it out, and that's okay. If you only have 60 minutes but the workouts might take 75 minutes or longer to get done, you're going to have to start to pick and choose where you want to actually, engage in the training and where you want to say, I got to leave this for later. Because the worst feeling is to say, I just got to the end of this, my hour-long training time, I didn't even finish. That feels like a defeat almost. And I want you to feel successful when you leave the gym. So even if you go into the gym and you get your warm-up, your strength, and maybe 2 sets of the conditioning, and that's all you had time for, that's a win for sure. Trust me, this program, if followed in its entirety or followed at 75%, is still going to provide you a great training dose that will make you feel better, make you look better, and make you progress in fitness. So don't get so hung up on, I got to finish every single rep and every single set. As you become more experienced and Persist in this training methodology, in the way that we prescribe, trust me, you will be able to get this stuff done. These are the training sessions that I do every single day. I warm up, I work out, I cool down, 60, 70 minutes, I'm done, and I'm back in the kitchen eating my lunch. So I know that you can get there. I encourage you to stay and stick with it. If you do need to pare things down a little bit within a training session, I always say do the warm-up. Don't skip the warm-up, okay? Now, there might be strength and conditioning in a given session. you can prioritize. Say, hey, I don't have a lot of time today. What do I feel like I need? I want to get a sweat. Okay, go and do the conditioning workout. Start moving some blood. Get your breathing rate up. Do some quality movement. That's what you should focus on. Maybe you're like, hey, I really know I need to work on my strength and warm up and do the strength section. If you've got a little bit of time at the end, there's always a cool down, there's always a stretching session. There might be even like a core complex at the end that you can fit in. Those are great. And again, for those of you who are kind of tight on time, this is where having those two different tracks of body weight, minimalist, and full equipment can come in handy. Oh, I can piece these two things together. That's going to fit my timeline really well. This is where offering you more, I think, can be of value. It's okay if you decide to cherry pick a little bit, because the way that I've designed these programs, there's lots of training balance in there. You're not going to get too heavily biased in any one direction, because functional bodybuilding is truly about balance. Persist is about exploring the cutting edge of functional bodybuilding. I'm so excited to have you involved. I look forward to your feedback, and this is going to be an awesome journey together. Thank you for joining me.